Welcome to Zen and the Art of Movies number 3. And we're talking about Avatar and just exploring this tremendously epic movie that is so rich in wisdom that it keeps on giving to me. After what has it been? 2 years? I forgot. Been writing on it on my voyage to Avatar and the Voyage to Pandora is my Facebook page where I write about this. Keeps on giving. So let's look at the freedom from the viewpoint. The freedom from the viewpoint. Now Buddha said everything is a viewpoint, even Buddhism. Even Buddhism, everything is a viewpoint. Now we know this on Facebook. We can call it an opinion. Oh, everything's an opinion. But there's always the assumption when you say that, well, you have the right to your opinion. There's always the assumption that my opinion is the right one and you have the right to yours, but they're not as good as mine, you see. That's always implied. But that's not what Buddha means. Everything is a viewpoint. So this is where Avatar gets into this and explodes out of it, leaving you with a question, not the answer. So what is I'm looking for a word here, can't find it. The crux of the Avatar's liberation from the viewpoint is that the world viewed by the sky people or the humans is a viewpoint, and the reality viewed by the Pandora, the Navi, is a viewpoint. You could say that the viewpoint of the humans is objective, empiricism. The viewpoint of the modern world, everything's in it, over there. The world's over there, and you can fix it. If you can find the manual, you can fix it. If you can find the natural laws, you can fix it. You can change nature, make it better. Make it better, you see. That's a viewpoint, the viewpoint of the mechanic. Now, the viewpoint of the Navi is subjective. It's not psychological because psychology, Western psychology, is just the mechanics of the mind. In other words, the psychologist, the psychiatrist, and the drugs and all of that is just a way of looking at the mind as something you can fix. It's over there. So both the psychiatrist is looking at your mind, and your mind is looking at the world, but who are you? You see, who am I? Am I a viewpoint? Am I just an opinion? That's why we fight like hell to have the dominating opinion. We'll fight to the death on Facebook. Sometimes it'll go for days. An opinion war. You've seen them, or it's in your kitchen. You have an argument with your wife or your husband for days. Over what? Over who's got the right opinion. Over who's got the right viewpoint. So the world we live in is a war of viewpoints. Is there any escape from that? Is there any liberation? Any freedom, you say? There must be. But we look for it in the wrong place. We look for freedom from the viewpoint by trying to subdue the other viewpoint. Even viewpoints of the liberals and the MAGA, those are viewpoints. But they're, national viewpoints. That's why we're so fucked up right now. A viewpoint has become institutionalized, has become politicized. It used to be, before Nixon and the modern GOP, you had in the Congress, you had the congressmen each had their own viewpoint, and they would fight like hell during the day. But after the day was over, they go to the pub and have a beer. You see, but now the viewpoint has become crystallized. Now your viewpoint has become reality, and if your viewpoint does not subdue the other viewpoint, you lose your soul, you lose your identity. And even that's a viewpoint. So let's get back into Avatar. Avatar takes the viewpoint of the humans and the viewpoint of the Navi, objective viewpoint, subjective viewpoint, and goes back and forth in Jake Sully. This is like you go to a marriage therapy and say, what does he tell you to do? Well, he says, okay, you take the viewpoint of your wife and let your wife take your viewpoint. Now see what happens. Take the other side. And debate does that. If you go to a debate school, you have to take the other viewpoint and argue that. You see, if you're a public defender, you have to argue a viewpoint for your defendant, even though you may believe it's not innocent. You see. So there are a lot of instances in our world where we create the condition where we have to take the other side and argue it, as if it were my side. But where we get screwed up, you see, is that we fundamentally believe my viewpoint of reality is reality, and your viewpoint is an opinion, which you have a right to. Nothing wrong with it. But I know that my viewpoint is real, and yours is fake. But you have the right to it, you see. You have the right to it. Well, that's where we're stuck, you see. We're stuck in the fundamental belief that my viewpoint is reality because it's so total. It's so all-encompassing. There's no question that the world I see is not real. But here's where we get screwed up. You see, the facts are real. All right, so we both see this coffee cup. Now, the meaning of the coffee cup, you see, is my viewpoint, not the fact of the coffee cup. We both see the coffee cup, but we each would have a different viewpoint of it, a meaning of it. For me, the meaning would be, oh, this is a symbol of the yin yang and Zen, and when I drink this, I drink Zen, you see, and oh yeah, and the other person, well, it's just a cup, you know. So I might save this cup, worship this cup, and my wife might say, cleaning house, well, this is no good, this is too big, so throw it out. And I come back and say, where's my yin-yang cup? You threw out my yin-yang. It was just a cup, and it was too big. Didn't fit. This happens all the time. What is this? A war of viewpoints. But not the fact that the cup is not a cup. It's the meaning of the cup, you see. So our reality is a reality because I give it my meaning. And that's the viewpoint. The viewpoint is the meaning I apply to reality as being real, while your viewpoint, your meaning, is okay. I'm liberal, but it's not real. So this is a question of identifying with a viewpoint, and this is new. The modern America, particularly in America, we have fallen into the fallacy that our viewpoints are actually real. Our opinion is real. So this creates a constant civil war of viewpoints. And it's nothing there. It's empty. It's empty, you see. So this in Avatar takes us into a therapy of viewpoints where we go as Jake Sully and we go, am I the human? Or am I the Navi? Or am I the... And he goes to a point where he doesn't know which ones. He doesn't know which... Both viewpoints are fake. Neither viewpoint is real. What does he do? He jumps on the last shadow. The last shadow is no viewpoint. It's unknowable. He leaps out of the viewpoint and becomes the avatar. And what does he do when he becomes the avatar at the end? He says, I see you. So who are you? Are you a viewpoint? Are you a viewpoint? Thanks for dropping in.